Welcome everybody, we're here to cast ESL game number 1 of Sunday, January the 19th. In this lobby we have MONT, MNight, Peachlub, Frieza, Jitch, Abnecide, Declan bot, and Juanita bot. I got debated. We got a couple bots in here. Alright, so we have the highest ranking players are probably Jitch, MNight, Abnecide, and MONT. MNight currently has the #1 amount of points in this tournament so far, so we're gonna look at him to see what kind of strategies that he's gonna be playing, and especially right now with the new patch, I think it's kind of interesting to see like which Underlord is really good, because Underlords are a bit more balanced, but hopefully we can figure out if one might be stronger than another. MONT, very good player as well. I've seen him play quite a bit. He tends to pretty much play anything really. I see him play some Legion Commanders and things like that. We have Jitch, who plays a lot of assassin comps and such, but I don't know if that's something that he favors anymore. Maybe he's playing a different comps at this point in time. So to start off, it looks like Jitch does have an Axe 2-star, very strong unit in the early game. It's got some Warlocks with the Warlock Venomancer combo. He's fighting into a Knight board. He should be fine since he has two 2-stars over here. Look at MNight's board. He's actually open forwarding, so his plan right now, since he has big time contract, he's going to try to play into Legion Commander. So he's just taking free rerolls, taking lost streaks to just keep getting the rerolls, get the gold from that. He's going to sacrifice a lot of his HP. He's using his HP as a resource, and then he's going to hit like Legion 2-star, get a Warlock or an Ogre Magi as a sacrifice, then use the contract, and then just try to all in for the Legion Commander right now. So as long as he doesn't miss most of his packs where like he doesn't hit the Legion Commander, he should be fine. If he starts to lose too much HP, that's the time that he could have a really tough situation. So it still hasn't hit his Legion 2. So we're going to keep on loose streaking here. MONT is going for potential assassins or scrappies. With this kind of opener, he's got some insect. He's got bounty hunter with the weaver. So he's just trying to keep his options open. It doesn't look like he has a whole lot of assassins on his bench. So we're probably going to end up seeing him go for scrappies. Very strong comp at the moment. Alright, so take an Abnecide. Oh, Abnecide also very strong player. It seems like he's opting to go for some kind of a savage potential warrior board. At the moment, he's got some flexibility on his bench regarding knights. So if he ever hits like say Batrider 2-star, CK 2-star, he might transition to play some kind of knights instead. But for now, he does have the scaled and the savages with the Veno, Slaughter. He doesn't have any druid upgrades. We might consider yeah, okay, so he's got more knights now. So him keeping the options open has allowed him to have another path towards something strong like knights. It doesn't look like anybody else is contesting for knights either, so I think it could be a good idea to like transition into that. He's got 2 bats, 2 CKs, all very strong units. He did miss a 10 gold interest because he's holding such a expensive bench and an expensive board, but the reason why he kept this board is because he feels that Slaughter, Venom, Ench is stronger than playing 3 knights into this board, and he still wants to keep the options open for one more turn to see whether let's say the warriors hit with the Tusk, or he hits the knights with the CK and the Batrider. So whatever comes in his next shop is going to pretty much dictate what his build is going to be. And he did lose the round, so he doesn't mind it. He doesn't mind that at all, because now he's going to get 2 packs to look at to complete his comp that it's going to look into. So there's a Ogre, there's also an Abaddon. So he's gonna take both of them. He goes to the next shop. There's double Abaddons now. So if it were me in this situation, I'd probably start ditching all the non-Knight units, and that's exactly what Abnecide's doing. He ditched all of the non-Knight units. He's gonna put the Knights in. He's not gonna level up because he feels that he's happy to take a few more rerolls and maybe get a 20 gold eco next turn. And right now he's got very, very powerful pairs. He's got 2 Abaddons, 2 CKs, 2 Bat Riders. Witch Doctor can pair with the Bat Rider to make Trolls active for the Knight board. Very strong potential for Abnecide here. Alright, let's take a look at some other boards here. Top board right now is currently Jitch with the same Axe 2 Warlock 2, so this 2 combo helping him out quite a bit. He's got an Ogre Magi to make Brutes with his Axe, which is very nice early game. And right now he's got a few Savage units on his bench that he might look into. Right now I'm thinking for Jitch, he's gonna probably play some kind of Brute Savage combo with some Warlocks in it so that there's a lot of consistent damage. Brutes can be very tanky and they can reduce damage from the enemy, but they need some kind of damage that comes from the back in order for them to stay competitive in the game. And not right now, he's gonna fight Montroller's Insect board with the Scrappies. This could actually be a board where Jitch just gets out with 1 or 2 units. Insects are very strong in the early game. It really depends on who the sniper will snipe here. And it looks like it's gonna snipe the Ogre. Ogre dies, and the Axe and the Warlock will be enough just to take out the sniper here. So this is probably one of the stronger boards that can fight. It's actually Montroller's in second place right now, especially with the Desolator Weaver. And you can see how much stronger Jitch's board is currently. We might see Jitch also leveling up earlier in the game so that he can continue his win streak and try to get his goal through that and less about just his interest only. It's got an Enchantress 2-star. There's some potential Scrappies in the shop, but I think he's probably going to want to just stick with the Brutes and the Warlock Savages because he's so close to that. If he goes into Scrappies at this point, he's going to really fall behind Montroller even, since Montroller already has 2-star Weaver, 2-star Clockwork, extremely deep into Scrappies here. And he's fighting Abnecide's Knight board. Abnecide was only able to finish a Bat Rider 2-star since the last time we saw him, so he still has a CK and Abaddon pair on his bench. Close fight. Knights. Actually, Knights might do it here because the Bat Rider can definitely solo Warlock. But there is an Enchantress heal still lingering around the Pega fight. Yeah. Attacking so slow. Oh, there it is. He's dead. Okay, so let's take a look at MNight's board. MNight hit the Legion 2-star. He does not have a Demon on the board, but he does have an Axe Ogre for Brutes. He got only 1 dual damage currently, but right now he is in a position to really take over this game. I think the best way for anybody to counteract this MNight's board with the Legion would be to like always consider having stuns, right? If you're playing against Legion Commander and then they have a contract, you need to really think about like the amount of disables that you can fit into your board. So sometimes, let's say you're playing Broodmother for your insects, you might want to consider, say, playing Sanking instead, because the hard stuns are generally much better than just like some kind of slows or something like that. You saw here like the Broodmother cast a web on the Legion, but the Legion can still do plenty of damage and just kill the units that are next to him anyway. But if, let's say, the Legion gets stunned and then your team has time to kill it, then it's good, right? Same with Scrappies. Scrappies can probably build into like Sanking and Medusa, and that's generally really good against Legion Commander boards. Whenever I play against Legion, I always try to think like, okay, what are the stuns that I can get here? Let's say like Warlock boards or Savage boards, they can probably build into like Sanking as well with, let's say, Witch Doctor, who can also be some disables. Another thing that can be really good against Contract would be Brutes. Brutes are really good against Contract Legion Commander. It actually stops a lot of their damage as well. So it's really nice. If you have an offboard, who do you put Contract on? What do you mean by that? What about what round do you think you should commit to a build? Anytime you see that you have multiple of a comp and you feel like you can't get out of it. When you have like, let's say, 3 pairs of a significant, like, let's say, tier 1 comp, you're probably going to want to play into that. If you have a Legion Commander board, right, who you want to put your Contract on, you want to normally put your Contract on a unit that can die fast. But if you can't put a Contract on a unit that dies fast because all your units are 2-starred, then put your Contract on a unit that does a lot of damage. That way you have multiple sources of damage in your board. So it looks like MNight gonna take the Jewel. He doesn't want Enthrall. Jitch took the Demon. MONT took the Jewel as well. This is Happy Hour Jewel. So let's take a look here. We got Happy Hour, Demonic Golem, Let's Go Crazy, Barrels, Friendly Fire, Happy Hour, Barrels, and Let's Go Crazy. So the only Underlord that we did not see be picked here is pretty much the Enthrall Underlord. So an S6 with Enthrall was not picked at all. It looks like Jitch and MONT are fighting once again. The Golem is doing a lot of damage in this kind of fight. He does have insects on the board, so they do help the Golem as well. The mischance is a little bit annoying to fight into. And in the last patch, Treant Protector got nerfed, and we can see like the significant difference from like the old Treant and the current one. The 10 seconds cooldown is very, very hard for a Treant nowadays. He's not as powerful as what he used to be. He's still a very good unit, but he's not that hard carry that can carry you through the early game. And Jitch getting Midas, cool. Let's look at what items has been picked up. So MONT actually getting double Desolator. So a lot of people don't notice, but Desolators actually stack. So if you have double Deso, you put it on like, say, some Hunters, and they always like hitting a target from an angle, the same target, that you can pretty much put -10 armor onto the same target. If I'm MONT, what I would do is I'd probably put like Sniper with the Deso and put the Weaver with the Deso on the left side here, so they both come to the same side. So what that would have done was the Sniper and the Weaver would both hit the Jewel, and the Jewel would have -10 armor instantly, and your whole team can like beat on one unit. And then once that one unit dies, you can just go to the next unit instantly and apply your Desolators together onto the next unit. But currently this Weaver 2-star and the Clockwork 2-star are carrying MONT board. MNight, so we talked how MNight's got some really good items this game and some really good units, but he does not have any demons on his board. So this is actually a very bad situation for MNight, because instead of playing the Treant Protector, or like I think like if he found any demon, even a Shadow Demon would have been good, because right now he only has 20 dual damage on round 12, even though he had Legion 2-star by like round 6 or something. So out of 6 turns, he only won 2 duels, right? And this has a lot to do with the fact that he doesn't have demons on the board. When you have demons with Legion, when Legion casts her duel, she gets an extra 50 to 100% pure damage depending on how many demons you have while she's dueling, which is a really big deal. So if as long as the Legion doesn't miss on the insects, there's 1 miss there, there's 2 misses there. Unfortunate again for MNight, missing 2 times because of the Legion Commander. So more importantly than winning the rounds like really hard for MNight, he's really looking to stack up that demon damage onto his Legion. But yeah, now he's got a Doom. He's got that demon bonus active. Unfortunately for him, his Legion did duel a Jewel, who's extremely tanky, and also there were insects hitting the Legion, so it was missing hits at the same time. If it were me, I'd probably just put the Ogre and the Doom both in the front line. Try to let them die first before the duel comes out, so the Legion Commander will get all the bloodbound damage, and she will just start chomping on units one after the other. Here's the duel, gonna get some damage. Oh, maybe. No, the Ogre Magi actually living through this is very unfortunate. One of the things to note as well is like most of the time when people play Legion Commander builds, they take an Essex because an Essex Archer is also a demon. So you're gonna want that extra 50% pure damage. So for example, if MNight had an Essex here, he'd have that extra 50% pure. That would have definitely killed the Ogre Magi off. The next thing that he's looking to put on his board is definitely going to be Warlocks if he can. Right now he's got 4 Brutes here, but I think Warlocks would be a little bit better just to add multiple alliances in. He's actually going for a Legion 3-star, already has 2 2-star Legion Commanders as well. It's very good for him. Look at Montroller here. Montroller becoming very strong, playing Scrappies, Hunters. He's got Sniper 2, Beast 2 now. He is scaling extremely well, and these double Desolators definitely helping him become a force to be reckoned with this game. And he's doing that thing where he's putting the Desolators both on one side so that they can just hit the units together and stack the Desolator damages so he can focus fire well. It looks like he's gonna want to go to level 8. He's almost completed. He completed the 8 win streak already, so he might go to level 8 here. Put in another Scrappy, so I can have the 6 Scrappy bonus. When should you have an LC 2-star for an LC board? So Cat says round 15. I would say round 11. I think if you don't have LC 2-star by like round 11, I generally don't like to play it because I think your LC would have too little damage by the late game, and it's not gonna be like a good hard carry for your board. So this Viper might actually win this fight, you know? Very close. Frieza. Almost doing it. So we'll take a look at Frieza's board here. Frieza getting kind of griefed by the other 2 bots in this game because the other 2 bots are also going for assassins, surprisingly. But yeah, Frieza is going for assassins. Let's see if once these 2 guys die off in this game, they're both at 18 health, the units will flood the shop for Frieza, and maybe that's the time that Frieza will decide to like really roll down or upgrade or something. But to be honest, if I look at Frieza's board right now, he has no problem in this game. He's got all his units 2-starred already. The only thing he really needs at the moment is to find a Slark and go to level 7, so he can put the Slark in, add the 6 assassins right away, and that's going to give him an extremely powerful board. So we see right here the other assassin boards dying off already. It's gonna be good. -10. So they're both at one hit each. I'm wondering if like Frieza, after he levels to 7, if he's gonna stay on 7 and try to find 3-star bounty or something, or like other 3-star assassins, or he's just gonna keep leveling. It's hard to say because the other 2 guys haven't died yet, and it might be worth just saving your gold and just saying like if you hit a lot of assassins, because there's also a potential in this game where Frieza can just like win this game by just having some 3 stars potentially. So let's look at Jitch's board. Jitch has started to win streak now. So first Montroller finished the win streak. Now Jitch is on a 6 win streak. Jitch has a LD with Triantuando. Does have double cloaks for his brawnies. They're gonna be pretty tanky, I guess. He's fighting into Frieza's board. So Frieza's board is quite strong, but Jitch has 4 brutes. I think this is the board that Frieza didn't want to fight into because of the 4 brutes. So it's gonna be very interesting to see by how much Jitch will win here. I think this is gonna be a lot of damage right here against Frieza. Whew, 17 on round 17. That is painful. So the 4 brutes, the hard counter to the assassins in the mid game. When you play 4 brutes, assassins can pretty much die off in the mid game before they reach late game. In the late game, the brutes don't do as much, but for now, this is a lot of damage that Frieza just took fighting into the 4 brute board. So Abnecide playing like a hybrid knight build here. He did not hit the Abaddon 2 stars whatsoever. He does have the Omni 2 though, CK2, Bat 2, so he's kind of going like a half-half mix of like knights with some druids, getting that troll buff. So essentially some really strong mid-game units is what he has. The thing about Abnecide's board is currently he doesn't have like a direction going into the late game. Maybe he's just gonna play into 4 knights and then a troll warlord perhaps. That could be decent. So we're gonna keep a close eye out on this board later on. But Jitch is here to punish the knight board as well. Knight's also another comp that kind of suffer from fighting into brutes early into the game or mid game. Because as you can see, majority of Abnecide's units are all melee and the brutes have a really easy time hitting those. So now that the assassins are dead, let's take a look at Frieza. What is he planning here? He went to level 7, he's got 25 gold, he's got a free reroll in the shop, he got a Slark, so he hit his 6 assassins, he's 1 off Bounty Hunter. I think he would use a free roll to see if he can find Bounty. Nope. He did find an Ember, he rolled over it, he found a Brood Mother. He's actually looking for Bounty 3. Oh, he got it, but did it make it onto the board in time? Wow, Frieza's fighting Jitch again. How unfortunate. He fought him on round 17 and now he's fighting him again on round 19. But this time he came to the board with a Bounty 3 star, which is much stronger. And it seems like none of the brutes hit the Bounty 3 as well. The Queen of Pain still alive in the back. The Bounty tanking it up for a little while longer. But Jitch has a Bristleback 2 star. He's not going to take 17 damage like last time. He will take 12 though. And it looks like Frieza is in a little bit of a pickle at the moment. He does have a Dragon Knight in the shop. He's going to get a free roll next turn. So let's see where he's going to go from here. MNight also down to 18 health now. So that's like 1-shot range against Jitch's board. So take a look here. Is he rolling or is he going to stay on 7? That is the question. I mean, considering that he will need 35 gold to level up, that's a lot. Seems like he's just going to stay on level 7 here. Alright, let's take a look at MNight's board. What is the situation here? He actually has 2 Legion Commanders on the board, but he does not have many alliances active, and he also doesn't have a Warlock alliance active. It looks like he did get the 3-star Legion on this board, and it's gonna be really tanky to win in this round here. So now he's got a Moonshard on round 20, which is pretty epic on a Legion Commander. We'll see if MNight will make a comeback from here. So Frieza ended up getting a Vladimir's, and he's got the Dragonite 2-star. I'd probably take out Insects for the DK here, I think. I don't think the Insects are as worth compared to a DK 2-star. You can just kind of put the DK in your front line as your tank and then just cast Breathe Fire. It already does a lot of damage on its own. Because if you're not doing that, then you're probably just waiting to go to level 8, right? Let's see if he will actually manage to live in this situation. Also, having a DK2 on your board will enable your Viper to be tanky as well. But he might just be dead here. Yeah, Frieza is dead here. He will get 6th place. Unfortunate for him. Peachlub getting pretty close. So Peachlub is playing Legion Commander as well, and he's got a Midas, but it feels like Peachlub might want to consider putting his contract to die. Maybe like a World Alchemist can just be put in the front line with a contract or something and let it die. If he has a contract on a backline unit like this, when the Warlock dies, there's a chance that the Shadow Demon will get the buff, and then your Legion Commander will just not be able to do a lot of damage. He did find a Sven 2-star, which is really nice. It's got Vladimir's as well. Very strong items for that matter. But I think the contract positioning is kind of weak here. Because you kind of just want the Legion Commander to be having all the damage. So you can just let it carry. So Peachlub might be in trouble here. Peachlub is fighting into a Legion 3 board. And because this Legion does not have any of the contract damage, it's unable to kill the Legion 3. The Legion 3 is about to go off here with its duel, and that's gonna be it for Peachlub. Peachlub gonna be knocked out here in 5th place. And MNight making his comeback. MNight now happy that Peachlub has died. Can try to see if he can find more Legion Commanders in the shop. Montroller still leading in 1st place. It's actually started midway into his 2nd win streak here. It's got some really good items, some solid upgrades with the Alchemist 2-star. No aces quite yet though. He's trying to find Gyrocopter. That's why he has a Bloodseeker on the bench. You know, increase his odds to find Gyro. Then he also has the Hunters on the board, so he's trying to find Medusa. The moment he hits Medusa, he'll just take the Beastmaster out, put Medusa in, put a Desolator on it, so he can hit multiple targets with the minus armor. So in this fight, he's fighting into Jitch. Jitch, the brutes are starting to fall off a little bit here. This Jewel is alive. Here comes the Sniper ult, killing off the LD, and that's gonna be it for Jitch. He's gonna take 9 damage. Abnecide is losing to MNight's Legion board here. Abnecide down to single-digit health at this point. It's looking a lot like, unless Jitch loses to MNight a few times here, it's looking like Jitch can potentially secure himself a 2nd place here. He did drop 2 brutes. He went into Dragons with the DK2, Viper 2. He's got like a little bit of a mix of everything going there. Abnecide with his 5 knights currently. So we're gonna look at Abnecide's board. He's most likely gonna be the next one to fall. He's fighting into Jitch's hybrid board with Druids, Dragons, and we're still back. And the Knights don't seem like they have a chance at all in this situation. There's just too many powerful upgrades on Jitch's board compared to Abnecide. And there it is, the Knights will be out. So let's take a look at MNights here real quick. Is he able to beat the Legion board? It's pretty close actually. This Treant Protector might be able to take out some damage, and he does, and he will just take 6 here. Montroller finishes his win streak. And then MNight is going to get a free reroll here. He did go to level 10. Let's see what he's going to put in now. Oh, there's another Dusa in the shop. Interesting. So even without having any Hunter synergies, MNight managed to find 2 Dusas. Was unable to find any more Legion commanders to complete his 3-star Legion here.
Let's try not to die this time.
So MNight fighting Montroller's board again. The Treant is the one who got the 3-star upgrade. The Legions did not. And it looks like this is going to be a loss here for MNight. It just depends on whether MNight is going to get knocked out here or not. MNight was definitely hoping to fight Jitch's board, not Montroller's board. And it looks like that's enough for MNight to stay alive with. He's got 2 health here. He's got 1 more turn to potentially find Medusa 2-star or like a Legion 3 to help him out. Because currently the Deadeyes are giving MNight a lot of trouble. This item pack, not the strongest. He did decide to go for a Scotty to put it onto Dusa. That's going to give Dusa a little bit of extra HP. It will make sure that the Deadeye will not kill it. And at this point, considering that there's a Deadeye, I would probably put the contract on the Alchemist and put it in the front. Because the Alchemist is going to be focused down. And if when he gets focused down, you're going to get all the Bloodbound damage right away. I don't think the Doom is going to die super fast in this situation. So let's take a look at Jitch here. Nothing has changed. He does have 2 silver edges. Oh, something showed up in the shop. The shop there, okay. Oh, wow. MNight fighting Montroller's board for the 3rd time. But this time, though, he did get a Legion 3. This could be the difference maker. Where the Druid's giving the extra level to the Legion Commander. The Legion Commander chomping on these Scrappies this time around. Let's see if it's good enough. Chomp chomp. The Legion 3-star also got one of the Bloodbound effects put onto her. And there it is. Able to win the round here. It's very nice. So being able to stay alive for 1 more turn is a big deal. And Jitch actually beat MNight's board, the Ghost. But MNight really hanging in there, trying to hit that Dusa 2 or Legion 3. It's got 1 more roll to potentially hit the Medusa here. Nope, did not hit anything. Jitch has a very powerful late game hybrid board. He can pretty much just hope that he doesn't hit like the Legion 3-star board or like... Okay, here it is. This all comes down to whether the Legion gets 3-starred, and it did. There's a Legion 3 here with the moon shard on it. The duo comes out. The Legion 3 got rooted there, slowing it down for a little while. The other Legion is still alive as well. It looks like the first Legion is about to fall. Second Legion picks up all the Bloodbound damage. It's a very close fight right now. If the Jewel dies here, the Legion will be exposed. The Legion getting broken by the Viper, and I think that's gonna be it. MNight's gonna be knocked out here after this Viper Nether Toxin. And Jitch gonna secure himself top 2 with Montroller. It looks like Desolator 2-star Gyrocopter and Sniper 2-star with Desolator gonna be popping off here. So one thing to see here, guys, is that he put both his Desolators on his Deadeye unit, so they're both gonna hit the same target no matter what because they're Deadeye, and that's gonna apply a -10 armor debuff to whatever it hits to finish it off. And the Deuce ult coming out, slowing down the enemy for a little while. Oh, that was a really nice NSX ultimate there. And I think a majority of Jitch's board is dead. Montroller will take some damage. Jitch feeling pretty good at the moment since he did win the round, but I think the room for growth for Jitch is not as big. Maybe he can get a DK 3-star potentially. But for Montroller here, he's really looking to hit that Dusa too, and he found one Dusa in the shop currently. Rolls again, hits a Gyrocopter. Not what he's probably looking for. I'm thinking if he would want to play either a second Gyro instead of a Medusa as well, but with the Maelstrom on the Dusa, it's probably worth it to just play the Medusa in this situation. The Gyrocopter ultis are really good because they slow down the enemy's attack speed and movement speed, which is very helpful. Looks like this is gonna be a lot of damage. Montroller's about to take 18. Jitch is making his comeback into this game. Again, Jitch actually has another Dragonite on his bench as well, so he's 2 Dragonites off here. I wonder, okay, so he took out, oh, he had an extra Timber Saw on his board. Yeah, so the first time he had a Gyrocopter, he definitely should have taken that out. I'd probably put the Silver Edge on, he should probably put the Silver Edge on the Gyro as well, so there's triple on-hit effects, right? Like, you put the Silver Edge on the Gyro 2-star, and the Gyro 1 should hold the other Desolator. So you have, like, attack speed at least on your Gyrocopter. The Doom did go onto the Gyro 2, literally the best unit that could have been doomed here. That's very good for Jitch. Jitch is gonna win another round right now. It's gonna be about 15 damage here. Or, oh wow, that's actually 20 damage. I guess the LD 3-star plus the bear. That was a big chunk right there. Horn of the Alpha and Satanic. I'm guessing Horn of the Alpha is probably... Oh, I guess he's gonna go with Satanic here. What does Jitch get? Jitch got a Butterfly. That's really strong too. Puts it on his Alchemist. I guess he doesn't want it on his Dragonite currently. Maybe he just wants his Alchemist to be a little bit more tankier. That could be the situation. I still think that the Silver Edge should go onto the Gyrocopter so that it will break whatever unit that they're all focusing. So they won't, let's say if it hits the Alchemist, then it won't have evasion, right? All at the same time, something like that. Jeez, Jitch is like going on a tear right now. Montroller not having any opportunity to come back in this situation. Down to 5 health. Jitch, is he going to secure the comeback this game? The man. Oh, did he find a Dragonite in the shop? Let's see. There's a second Doom 2-star. He's gonna hold on to that. So in case he does lose a round, he's probably thinking he might want to finish DK3 and then put a second Doom in, but does not manage to find the DK. Just not enough meat on Montreal's board. This Bristleback with the Stonehawk Cloak, very, very tanky, running into the fights, unable to be taken down. And that's it, GG. Jitch gonna take the first board here.